Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our sixth match of our tournament. This time it's going to be Sezialist versus StrikeHomie on Slaughterhouse, green, yellow, oh my god, them fails. And I'm Alex, aka Lord.
And my name is Max, and we're gonna hop right into the match, I guess, now. Sezialist has begun to move, the match is on the way, and he's currently just chilling out.
Idling in spawn.
He's probably trying to make up a good strategy, because you just have 4 lives as a spy, so you gotta be careful what you do. And every life counts in a 1 versus 1. And we'll just let us be surprised by what he's gonna do. So first of all, he's going to the gadget box and picking a gadget, whatever he likes to prefer on this map.
Usually it's a flashbang, but you know, sometimes just in a map like Slaughterhouse, it's useful to pick another item, like jammers or a smoke grenade, because they have certain utilities you'd like to use on a more complex map, especially in a 1 versus 1. And we'll see what he's going to do. At the moment he's just slow playing it, I guess, being really careful. And
yeah, I mean, in the beginning you just don't want to do that much, you just try to take out some lights. And the first thing you always want to do as a spy in a real match is that you try to find out what the merc is up to. So you just try to stay away in a safe zone, and you try to spot the merc so you know where he's protecting the terminals from. Because once you know which spots he's actually blocking, you know which side of the terminal is free to hack.
And how you can counter him.
Okay, but at the moment he's really doing nothing.
He's wasting time.
You always want to do something, because as a spy you always have to be the one that's
on the move.
Yeah, that's doing something, because once you give the merc the opportunity to close you into a certain zone, like, yeah, look at that. StrikeHomie's already trying to predict where he's at and throwing grenades down the vents, and it was just a couple of centimeters that could have killed Sezialist there.
He's now finally starting to move, because I've already seen this match. Max is just cold casting it.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing it.
And he's now going to start some stuff, but it's not that much. I wished for a little more action at the start.
Yeah, did we mention that only green and blue, green and
yellow
said
it at the
were able to? Oh, right, okay. Because as you could see, he was just, oh, there's a jammer. Okay, so we know that Sezialist has picked jammers to distract StrikeHomie, but it doesn't work if you show yourself to the merc.
In a general 3 versus 3, I wouldn't recommend using jammers, just because they are useless, because there are only 4 terminals in each map, and there are 3 mercs.
I mean, what he could have done in this situation is that when he jumped down to blue, StrikeHomie didn't necessarily see him jumping down, but he still had the jammer at green. So what he could have done is he could have just ran upstairs and gunned to yellow, because StrikeHomie could still have thought that he's at green. But now StrikeHomie has probably found out that Sezialist is using jammers.
The jammer expired, by the way, at green.
Yeah.
They are only there for a certain amount of time. And
that's what I was talking about, because when the jammer expires, you can hear the sound of it being destroyed as a merc, and that's when you know that the other guy has jammers with him.
It's an interesting spot he's going to hack right now.
The green terminal
is not going to
attacked.
hack it now.
Yeah, it's just a regular 3-bar.
3-bar. I would have recommended him to take out the lights first, because he's not even having flashbangs or anything like that.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to take out the lights.
That was useless.
Okay, that was a useless jammer, that's true. But I mean, he's going back to heal anyway, so he has to use up his last gadget in some useful way. And it is buying him maybe some time.
StrikeHomie is gonna have a beat at green right now.
And he's probably gonna be staying there to protect the terminal, because he can't know that he has already dealt so much damage to Sezialist, because there was just some few engagements where he hit him.
Right now you're going to see me adjust my settings, because they were kind of fucked up
All right.
while I was recording. So my mouse moved really slow, and
Well, at least you fixed it.
Yeah, and it was while he was healing in spawn. Nothing really happened there. What I forgot to mention is, I will mention it in another recording, obviously. You can see the lights of the Merc through walls on my recording PC, because it's some kind of bug that sometimes occurs, and we haven't figured out why it occurs.
It just seems to happen randomly, but I mean, it is pretty annoying if you play the game yourself, but I mean, funnily for casting purposes, it is actually pretty good, because you can see where the Merc is, even if you're just on the spy cam.
So yeah, now we're going to see random nades.
Yeah, StrikeHomie is just hoping for a free kill. I mean, if you have 3 grenades to spare, then there's always that one grenade that you can just throw out there for a good guess and hope that it's gonna do a kill, because you still have 2 grenades left.
As we can see, and that will go on throughout the whole matchup, Sezialist and StrikeHomie on this map. They don't really know what to do. And
that was a close one.
I don't know. I mean, he survived.
Maybe he was in cover, but he also had a good distance on the grenade. I think he should have at least been hit by it.
Anyways, as you can see, nothing really happens because he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, since the map is reduced to green and yellow, StrikeHomie doesn't really want to leave the area. I mean, he could jump downstairs to go for a kill, but that would leave his terminals wide open. So, yep. And it is not always the best idea to go for a kill as a mercenary, because actually your job is just to defend the terminals, not to
delay the spy.
Yeah, because if you delay the spy for long enough, like 20 minutes, that's the duration of the match, then you win. That's all you gotta do. So, I mean, you can risk going downstairs and getting a kill, but if it doesn't work, you probably lose the game.
This is actually quite an interesting spot.
Yeah, it is. If you just had one more guy playing with StrikeHomie outside at blue downstairs, then Sezialist would be dead, but it is a 1 versus 1. So
I don't recommend doing what Sezialist is doing. Hacking that yellow door is just bad as a spy. Especially when it's only green and yellow, because those doors are delaying the Merc.
Exactly, and it also prevents the Merc from seeing what's going on inside the yellow terminal from the outside. So this door is actually good for the Merc if it has been hacked. And on the other hand, for the spy, it doesn't help you very much, because you're not going to use that door.
The green terminal is being attacked.
Now we're going to see something interesting. Sezialist is using smoke grenades.
Okay, so he has switched his gadget.
But he's using them in the wrong way.
Yeah, totally. I mean, StrikeHomie did a very big mistake, because he walked right into the smoke just to get some more shots off on Sezialist, but that's not a really good thing, because you want to stay out of the smoke so you can keep moving. And what Sezialist should have done is he should have taken advantage of that. He should have gone for cover and switched the terminal. He could have even started hacking the door, because StrikeHomie was so far away that until he would have reached him at the door would have been open by like 2 seconds.
That grenade is actually pretty deadly.
Yeah.
If you walk into it, but that's
okay.
Actually doing some damage, but that was just
a
minor hit.
Yeah.
That wasn't that much.
It's like if you get shot in the foot. Alright. Wow, third grenade. Okay, that means StrikeHomie has to reload now, because he is out of grenades. And that means that Sezialist will sooner or later get a good good chance to hack the terminal. Yeah, okay. As you can see, StrikeHomie wants to get out of there to go to reload, but Sezialist is not going to allow him.
Well, I don't think he figured by now.
Well, I mean, all he has to do is just stay down here and wait for StrikeHomie to get out of the area.
And StrikeHomie will do that right now.
Yep.
You can hear him walk on the stairs if you listen closely.
Oh, looks like he returned.
That's no, yeah, that's another mistake by StrikeHomie. He's going out of there even though he has no grenades left. But
I mean,
that's clearly the fault of Sezialist. Going out of there even though StrikeHomie couldn't kill him inside green.
Yeah. I mean, sure, you have to be aware of grenades, but you also have to count how many grenades your opponent has left. And if you notice that he doesn't have any, you have to take advantage of that. Alright, so he's using the same way over and over again because he doesn't have to be afraid of spawn blocking. Oh, okay, he's switching it up.
Yeah, he's going to hack the ECC right now.
That is a smart
and
move,
that's
because-
a smart move, exactly. Because if StrikeHomie is going down here, he's
ECC
just going in green and have some free percentages.
There's no way you can get out to the ECC if you have to block green-yellow in a 1v1. I mean, he should have done that in the first place, actually.
Yeah, that's what
It
I.
would have been a good idea to start the match off like this.
Yeah, that's what I actually wanted to say as soon as this was done, but I forgot about it. On the other hand, this door is open, right? That yellow door, and you
The
are
yellow
going to
terminal is
see
being
a
attacked.
StrikeHomie having
Oh, a
an
nice
advantage
spot.
now.
I mean, this is just a 2-bar spot. You can improve it if you walk around the corner and a bit more to the left. That's a 3-bar spot. But he's taking advantage of these vents to give him cover. Fortunately, he
StrikeHomie
failed
is flashed.
Yeah, the flash was good, but unfortunately he failed his first jump. That's why he got some shots in there.
But now he's
It was a good escape.
going to do nothing again.
Yeah, just wait for StrikeHomie to make a move and then go to the other side. I mean, if there's just one guy blocking 2 terminals, there's always one terminal that's free.
The yellow terminal
That's
is being
logic, dude.
attacked.
Okay,
That's
nice
logic.
3-bar spot, pretty standard here in yellow. Only thing that can kill you is a grenade from the door.
And that's where StrikeHomie is actually going to fail. He just naded that exit, and now he's just going away without
The yellow
checking the
terminal is
rest of
being
the room.
attacked.
I mean, he probably thought that Sezialist jumped down there. That's why... I mean, he was sitting to the other side, but it still was the same distance of a beat, so that's why
true,
he thought
but
he was
he
down
just
there.
walked away without checking.
Yeah, sure.
And that's actually they haven't used that way that much.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably the best for a 1 versus 1 on green yellow.
The yellow terminal is being attacked.
Ah, the grenade failed. It could have gotten Sezialist. I mean, did StrikeHomie suicide there? I didn't see
No,
that.
no,
okay,
no.
okay.
There were no
It almost
suicides.
looked like the grenade bounced back to him.
And he's just going to use that how do you call it again? Pipe over again?
Yeah.
Pipeline? I don't know.
You
The
can
yellow
call it a
terminal is
pole.
being attacked.
Now we're going to have a file, and
Wow, first file after 15 minutes. Okay, that has taken a long time. But it is hard to hack on this map if you just play green and yellow, because they are so closely to each other that the
and
merc...
the merc can easily reload.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you were playing blue-green, then it would take ages for the mercenary to reload. But you have to admit that not only the merc can switch fast between terminals, the spy can do too.
One grab and it's a file.
Yeah.
Just hack it through at yellow. I don't even remember what happens right now. No.
Well, it looks like he wants to go to the underground. StrikeHomie... Oh, he saw him. Ah, okay. Well, it's always bad if you lose vision on the merc, because what killed Sezialist was not the grenade, it was the fact that he couldn't see it coming. If he hadn't been crouched behind the ECC and maybe just standing behind it or tried to climb on it, then he could have seen StrikeHomie throwing the grenade. And the most important thing when you try to save a file is you have to be aware if the merc has seen you or if he hasn't. And Sezialist didn't notice that StrikeHomie saw him. This bug is so funny if you can see the lights through the walls. It always looks like the merc is about to shoot him, but actually there's a wall in between.
There are only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this match, in this round, and hopefully we're going to see some more action. At least
Oh, we have a
action.
file. We have had a
Yeah.
file.
He's going to use his spot over and over. Oh no, he's going to go in.
The green
sure.
terminal
I
is
guess
being
he's
attacked.
using flash right now. Oh no, he's just good. I don't know what happens.
Okay, he tried to...
That
Wow,
flash.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, if he had Gemmos with him like in the first time when you came in here.
Now he's going to.
Oh,
no,
StrikeHomie
he's
saw that.
The
surviving
yellow
again.
terminal is being attacked.
Well, he's playing pretty
Why?
aggressive now because he knows out.
Oh,
Mission
okay.
failed.
I guess
All
that's
the
double
team
headshot.
members are dead.
He was wounded.
Well, okay, that was part 1. We're gonna return shortly with part 2 when the teams will be switched.
Yep.